Welcome to all you Librans, welcome for the first horoscope of 2016 of January. Let's have a look what the planets are doing, and I'll start off with a little asteroid. And I always look at the asteroids, but I don't always mention them. I only mention them when they are activating other planets or when they are traveling together through the sky with other planets. And this is happening in Capricorn. And Capricorn is a very important house for you because it's the root of your chart, you could say. It's your roots. And so what is this asteroid all about? Let's start with that, because it's not only the asteroid that is in Capricorn there, it's also the planet Mercury that goes backwards, retrograde, as from the 6th up until approximately the 26th. And also the Sun is in there, so lots of activity. Now the asteroid is all about wisdom. It's all about planning, strategy, the wise stratege, you could say. And it wants to cut through illusions. So this is really emphasized because also Mercury, the planet of thinking, communication, is going backwards. So a lot of thinking is deepened, not only with this Pallas asteroid, but also because it's going to conjunct Pluto, the planet of the transformation, the planet of truth, actually, the planet of not putting things under the carpet anymore. So where does this happen for you? It as I said, it happens in the most fundamental area of your chart, the core, you could say. So literally, this could be home, this could be your house. A lot of Librans could be moving. But it can also mean, for many of you, it could mean there are deep things going on a psychological level, on an emotional level. There is transformation going on, actually, on an emotional level. There's also the new moon in Capricorn there on the 10th. That's definitely that you're putting away an old coat in order for you to wear a new one. So it's all quite deep there. And but it's there. This energy is there to slow down. So, for instance, let's say you've just moved, or let's say there are some changes in the home. Maybe you didn't move, but there are some renovations going on. Or maybe you simply are very active at home, but you want to change things. Or maybe on an inner level, you're really, really digging deep. It's good to stand still, to not wanting to do this process too fast. Because otherwise then it could come quite a challenge with the Mercury retrograde there. A retrograde doesn't necessarily need to be challenging. It's only going to be challenging when you want to go too fast, when you don't want to stand still and look and explore and plan. It's a good time for you Librans to plan, to be strategic when it comes to home. I know it doesn't sound really like a good plan, but it is good to plan your home. It is good to structure almost your home, to be the wise man or the wise woman when it comes to your family, your home situation. It is possible that there is deep conversations with family members, that there was a little bit of and again, how do you do this? Planning wisely, strategically, step by step, not going too fast. So it could be, for instance, a member of the family you haven't seen for a long time, and because it's the 4th house, and you're planning that Mercury goes retrograde, so you're planning to revisit them or they revisit you. And there can be a bit of a transformation going on there, but that's good. It means that you need to go through a little crisis maybe, but you need to go through it in order for you to, as I said, leaving the old coat and putting a new one on. And the best option for you to do, and the best advice that you can receive here is to plan and to be very strategic in your approach. whatever that is. It could also mean that you go back to, maybe you live in another country, you go back to your home family, you go back to your roots, you could say, and see their family and members, and that can have a bit of a catharsis element there. And catharsis is not bad, because it shows that there is something in you that you've been building up. That's with the Pluto there, the Mercury with the Pluto and squaring up to Uranus in your 7th house. So it probably has to do with if you are in a relationship with that other person as well. So that there are some changes there, some catharsis happening, and it's nothing to be afraid of. It's actually something that is good to happen. I think we in our Western world, we tend, and it depends on your culture that you're in, of course. I mean, some Southern cultures don't have any problem with that, but some cultures do really, especially the Western cultures, they really repress, and now it's like there's some things that come to the surface here throughout the month. And it's not, because if it's not about a family member, it's about you. It's about you being very honest with yourself, you trying to understand yourself a bit better, to say the least. So very inner energy. A lot of planets are transiting in the lower part of your chart. So there's a lot of inner work going on for you Librans, but that's good. That's sometimes needed. At the same time, you've got Jupiter and the North Node in your 12th house. Now, this also shows it's a good time to release, again, this catharsis kind of energy. I talked about this aspect with the Jupiter and the North Node last year, a couple of months ago actually. And now it's happening, they're coming together, and this is beautiful. This shows that there is tremendous growth, a tremendous expansion when it comes to the house where it travels in. And for you, it's again a very emotional, very deep spiritual house, the 12th house. The 12th house is the house of letting go. And it's a theme that I will be talking about for a long time, because the North Node will stay there for quite a few months in your 12th house. So for the Librans, their focus is, it's good when your focus is on letting go of patterns, people, things that are not working for you anymore. It's time now to let it go gently. The North Node will, your desire to do that, because the North Node is about desire. I want this or I want that, and it's going to become stronger to release that. I think it's very healing energy there, together with that, what's going on in the 4th house. So quite a deep month for you, January, for you Librans. To start off in January, you start off on an emotional level, basically. But Venus is in your 3rd, so on a communication level, on a day-to-day level with maybe other people, maybe with neighbors, it's quite nice having Venus there. So you go with the flow a little bit there, and that is good. And Mars is in your 2nd house, which is in Scorpio, very strong, and it's going to be there for quite a while. And that's good for your self-worth, but also for being very active when it comes to your assets. So maybe you're going to change things, maybe you're going to sell, to buy, to rearrange, and all of that to improve your finances, basically. That's the 2nd house, but also to improve your self-worth. So self-worth is very important for you Librans, because you're ruled by Venus, which is all about values, and having Mars there now means being active to improve that self-esteem. And for a lot of people that has to do with money, you know, with improving their financial situation so that you can be independent and you do your own thing. So that was not a short video. I wanted to make it short. It didn't work out, I think. But all in all, I think very interesting, quite deep. It's a month of release, it's a month of catharsis, and embrace it, let it happen. I wish you a very good month. Thank you very much for all the support in 2015. Keep on doing that, and see you next month. Bye-bye.